Good afternoon. It is August 19th, 2025, and it's a Tuesday, and we are in the settlement hour of 4 p.m., and settlement is 6432 and 3/4. A lot to talk about today. We got the fair value gap that we were looking at, and we stopped just at this 811 order block. And not going to hold you, this looks like a very good buying opportunity, not financial advice. Take your own trades, but this looks like a very good buying opportunity. That can go higher. We have UNC on Friday, so that's something to look out for. How did we do this? Let me pull up my trades today because it was a pretty slightly tilted day. It's not shown here, not on this contract at least. Yep. So took a buy here to then see if we would continue going up, but we didn't even touch the higher day. So that was something to look out. I should have looked out for. Scaled out here, and I think I got out manually around here. But I was executing on the actual ES contract, continuous ES contract. This is a buy limit here that I went for, and I got stopped out here. Did it again, and then got stopped out here. And then after a while, I just said, all right, screw it. Took a sell here, and scaled out here, 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 and then got out somewhere around here-ish. I can't really remember. But then from here, I was trying to go for a buy, and then once I realized that they don't really want to do shit for macro, I just took off here and let macro do its thing, and this is what macro did. This move right here is very important to me because that just means to me that they got all the orders that they needed from this 811 block, and this is supposed to be a move upward. Throughout the day, we had already gotten the added daily volumes, and with this wick at the bottom rejecting this block, that looks to me like a buying opportunity. So I would love to see us just go for it tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday. We could just chop one more day here, or we could chop tomorrow, Thursday, and then flush up for UNC Friday. That is what I'm expecting now, but they could very well get these two other PD arrays that I'm looking out for. Again, let's go back to the 5-minute. How they did this trade, essentially. Here's 945 macro here. So you're cleared to take trades here. That explains the buy I took here because I was taking off of these macro candles, more specifically this one. And they essentially took this high. This is the high that you want to really focus on. Unfortunately, if you were focusing on this, that just wasn't enough. And this high here also coincided with settlement, so that's something. And then this becomes the order block, essentially. They flush it here, retrace one more time. This is open, this is initial balance here. Take out this fair value gap to then keep going lower. So if you were preparing for a sell, that essentially would have been the day off of this order block, the inversion of this block here. Let's look at NASDAQ. I don't think I really looked at NASDAQ throughout the day, so there's going to be an entire shoot. I want to get through this. So NASDAQ essentially gave up the entire sell here. Flush lower, and that was pretty much it for that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's 945 here. If you tried to go, this is why I don't like ES, because I would have set my limit order here and wanted to get filled, but they didn't fill me. So that's why I don't like NASDAQ. But that would have been the soup. But unfortunately, this is all you get. 942 here. Here's the 10-15 macro. Essentially, if you took the 10-15 macro open, take it here, that would have been your trade. Or if you were rushing off of 10-10, that would have been your trade here off of that open to then get all that we got today. The settlement hour doesn't look the same as ES. So that's something to look out for. This is settlement right here for NASDAQ 23,471. So that's something to look out for. And then this fair value gap here, it's a matter of if they want to buy off that fair value gap or not. But we will see. We still have UNC tomorrow, so we could be surprised. Not tomorrow. We have UNC Friday, so we could be very much pleasantly surprised by anything that goes on tomorrow. But yeah, main idea is this. We should be bouncing off this order block. What I now want to look at is, let me clean up the chart real quick. What I now want to see is us keep rejecting this block, even if we have to go to the middle of it, into the consummate encouragement of it. So that's something to look out for. Obviously the macro as well. So we will see. Yes, the actual index is added volume. So a lot of this may have been informed by Palantir. Palantir went stupid low today. It's not past $100 though, but it did short enough to be concerned. I'm not entirely sure if it's on the 500 index, but I'll look after that after I'm done rolling here. Bitcoin. This is the macro we were looking at to see if we will bounce off of it. We have not. We've closed below it and flushed even lower. And we're really just looking at this weekly fair value gap to see if we bounce off of it to keep going higher. The next thing I would want to look at if they don't do that is the June low, to see if that is where they want to bounce. Because clearly this is going to 1 million, but how we get to 1 million is another story. So we just have to see what they do at this fair value gap and then this month low of June. So we will see. But yeah, I will say this looks like a great cash position to take. A conservative cut would be under this low. A conservative cut would be under the close of this week here, or a close up below the 811 block. So this is a decent cash position. If you took it at close, you can in theory, depending on how they open up tomorrow at 9:30, you can take it at the open and just weather the storm, but we will see. Just watch out for, if you're gonna have to take that buy tomorrow, just watch out for the overnight action, because we could easily just flush all of this and gap lower down here. But we will see. We'll see how this plays out. You have a blessed day.